Hey, I'm back. I played some more 2v2 after tonight's recording. Uh, I had two losses after a win, which the win is more interesting. The losses, my partners brought what I'll consider a 1v1 deck to a 2v2 party. It doesn't always work, but this one is entertaining because the gentlemen over here are from the Nigi Nagi's clan, and I think they decided that they were going to go for around tonight and be slick. And I've seen this move on Clash with Ash or somewhere else where you do four Goblin barrels, two regular, two mirrored, and then you clone the whole thing, and the castle just evaporates. This is a case where it did not work, or it didn't go as planned. And I don't think they were expecting it because it was over before you could react to what happened next. So let's take a look and see what happened because it's very entertaining. So it was all quiet. This is where it became apparent to me they were cycling to do something. So then I was like, all right, we have to move now. So they froze that, thinking, okay, I got this. I dropped the balloon. He drops the graveyard. What happens next, though, is that as the graveyard is, I clone it, which just immediately takes out that. They clone down there twice. As you can see, we're racing to the end. And, well, they lost that race. Entertainingly enough, they lost the race. So, as you can see, being slick with some of these fancy moves right off the bat and attacking, it doesn't. I don't think it always works, and especially when you're higher up in ladder than even I am. I don't think being brazen out the door or trying to do a slick move. I mean, I've tried to do cutesy moves too. I've tried to do um, Scarmy, Rage, Clone, Mirror, and just had 100 skeletons coming at the other castle. But it's defeated with arrows. So it doesn't always work. As much as you want to try to make it work, it does not. So, but yeah, and then I went on to play two other games, and I had a defeat before that. But this game, my partner Stealth, to me, if you look at that deck, it was picked out 1v1. It's not a 2v2 deck, so we had a tough time. At least he had a tank, though. He had the big P.E.K.K.A. This gentleman had a tank-ish, which is the Valkyrie, and the Elite Barbarians. But the Elite Barbarians at times just, I'll say under bombardment, just melt. They can deal a lot of damage really fast if they're not being attacked, but they just melted in this case. So we lost pretty hard there. So, and back to the entertainment of the evening, quad Goblin barrels doesn't always work, and to try to be slick and clone it, well, it just happened too fast because I don't think they expected us to coordinate as well as we did. When I can't even talk to the person, I don't know the person. We're in two different clans, but this is where I say sometimes 2v2 is fun because no matter how you do it, if you get the right person, they can kind of feel what you're going to do and do it. And it's a little weird, I guess, but it's the same play style, maybe is a better way to explain it, but it ends up being a lot more fun then. So I think that's gonna be a highlight of my night. Quad Goblin Bells, epic fail. And on that note, have a good night. Enjoy the clip.